Hi, my name is Olivia. I recently completed my PhD. My research focus is in antiviral drug discovery, with this focus on structural biology. I think the lessons and the topics that were taught to us in the program really carries over and has a long-lasting effect. I gained amazing networking skills and really put into words my transferable skills to look good for employers and actually just bolster my self-confidence, and meeting all new students were really great for that communication skills as well. Now that I've come out of the program, I find that the lessons and the topics that were discussed has long-lasting effects. For example, now that I'm going out into networking events to meet people from industry, I find that this program has really prepared me for those experiences to engage with other people and start conversations, as well as highlight my transferable skills into different disciplines. And it's actually made me realize that my skills are actually quite broad and can be applied outside of research and academia. During the program, one thing that stood out to me was the pitch masters. We were put into groups of students with different disciplines and coached by experts on how to present a pitch that is well done and clear and easy to understand. And that's not something that's easy to do straight off the bat. So I think that coaching really helps with putting your skills, your passions into words, and then that trains you up to engage with those industry partners during the networking session. So I think that was a really great initiative, and I hope it continues. Yes, definitely. I would recommend this 100%. Deanne and her team are very invested into bringing out the best in all the students and coaching them on their transferable skills, and all the activities in the workshop all leads up to building upon those skills for this networking event, where students get a very valuable opportunity to meet with industry partners and network, and to build on relationships that are long-lasting and will definitely help them in the future.
So in the beginning, from my perspective, I thought this is going to be a great opportunity for me to start communicating with the industry people, so that I can ask them for help during my data collection, and to see how far this program has came. And also from my perspective, I kept in touch with the industry leaders, and they've helped me. They've showed me like some ways, and so it has been very impactful for me during my data collection. Also, I think it has gave me the confidence of understanding how my research can be impactful, and which areas I can focus on, and what does industry actually need from the researchers. So it has been helpful in many areas for me personally, and I really thank everyone for supporting this program.
I'm Lisa Smith. I'm a PhD candidate, and I'm researching leadership of employee wellbeing. So I did the program in the last intake, so about 3 months ago, and the biggest thing it gave me was the confidence to reach out to people on LinkedIn and be more proactive about finding contacts, making contacts with people, and being more confident in my research as a researcher and putting it out into the world. Since the program, I've spent more time on LinkedIn and really talking about what I do and trying to bring awareness to employee wellbeing and leadership, and how leaders can help people have a better experience at work. There was a couple of things that I took away. Firstly, the connections with other people, with other candidates. In a PhD, you quite often only know the people who are either in your department or in your school, but usually just in your department. And being part of the program meant that we not only met people across the university, but we worked with them. We created scenarios and potential businesses, and it was the first time I had applied my research to other disciplines to see how they could go together, and it was really inspiring. It was really kind of boundary spanning to see and to kind of think about what could be with my research, because it's really easy in a PhD to be kind of tunnel vision. You're just going from A to B, and it was really inspiring. It really broadened my thinking around what I was doing. So yeah, biggest takeaways would probably be those connections and really inspiring. Absolutely, I'd really recommend this program to future HDRs. Of all the professional development that I've done during my PhD, this is hands down the best. Best outcomes, it was the best use of my time, and yeah, I would absolutely recommend it to anyone.
My name's Gabby. I am from the School of Health Science and Social Work. I'm a PhD candidate and my research is in the barriers to physical activity for women with ovarian cancer. The Emerging Industry Leaders Program I signed up to because I was looking for some direction in how to take all my learnings from my PhD from the academic space to industry. And so it's been really valuable for me to not only practice and learn what skills I actually have and how they translate to industry, but then how to apply that to conversation and networking with the industry professionals when they come here this afternoon. I would highly recommend this program to other HDR students. I'm towards the end of my PhD, so I'm in my final year, so now I'm looking at how and where to go from here. So I'm definitely getting that from this program, but also the networking across students as well. It's been really helpful to meet and network with other students to form that sense of connection, because PhDs can be quite isolating, so it's been really nice to meet other people as well.
So I'm Cassidy. I'm a PhD candidate with the Cities Research Institute, and I'm looking at green roofs and invertebrate ecology. So if you have a skyscraper, garden on top of it, green roof. Specifically, I'm looking at the bugs, spiders, worms, all the creepy crawlies that make those new and novel ecosystems their home. The Emerging Industry Leaders Program has really helped me put into practice those skills that I've been honing throughout my PhD in networking, conversation, and communication. I would definitely recommend the Emerging Industry Leaders Program to other HDR candidates and master's students. It's been really useful to have that very personalized, very high level training in these areas, and I think it's going to be really valuable when I get to meet the industry professionals.
My name is Peter. Yes, I'm electrical engineer and also the computer scientist. So yes, my bachelor and my master degree about electrical engineer and my PhD about computer scientist. So normally I work with devices, the hardware and the software science. So yes, I like robot and I want to work with the IoT devices and the robot, and everything is connected together and apply the AI and machine learning model into this kind of devices. Before I started my PhD, so I have spent 7 years in working in the industry environment. And yes, you know that I was a manager in my industry company. So the meaningful of this program is so much for me, because the thing that I learned from this program that it helped me to have a vision and how to impress yourself to other people, and how to make a brand for yourself, like a brand person. Yeah. So it's helped me a lot in building my work in Australia. So yeah, very good training program, and especially I'd like to thank a lot Dini, the organizer of this program. So she is so helpful. My recommendation to the new HDR in the future is, definitely you should register for this kind of program because it have you a lot, not only research, you have to make your research into a real life. So a real life can help you produce a robot and, for example, earn the money and also broadcast your research much better than only the research and paper. So yes, research is one thing, but commercial product is the other thing you can work on. So this kind of program can help you frame and organize your research better, can make it in real world.
My name is Marielle Veroya. I am doing a PhD in the politics of expertise during COVID-19. And essentially, the rationale behind it is that, well, when we're in times of crisis, we actually treat expertise as kind of like a black box, and no one knows essentially how it's assembled or who gets invited in the extent to which there's inclusion or representation. So, yeah. This program has really helped me actually realize my strengths. I think that in the HDR journey, we get put into boxes, and I like to think of it sort of like a tunnel vision, where you're focused on just finishing the PhD, but there's so much more to that, and it's actually important to kind of look where you're going and sort of tap on the resources that are available to you. And I think the program really captures that in terms of making us realize our strengths and how we can use those strengths and really market ourselves in terms, networking and how we can use our pitches for networking events and really just know-hows on the real world, I guess, beyond academia. So I think it's really important. My really important aspect of it, I think, is really meeting other HDR candidates that I believe also are extremely introverted, such as myself. So coming out of the comfort zone and getting these programs to kind of make us, self-realize where our strengths are and how we can use it. And then being on that journey with very similar people is eye-opening in terms of, the wealth of knowledge that's out there and what other HDRs are doing. And I love how we're encouraged to keep in touch as well in terms of LinkedIn and the networking event afterwards, as well as socials. So I think that's an important part of it, because one thing is theory, but actually practicing later on is really reinforcing all of that learning. So it's super important. And I love that everyone's so personable in terms of Deanne and Ted and all the team. It's just been such a nice experience. I have no reservations recommending this program to other HDRs, just because I think the HDR journey can be quite isolating if you don't tap onto these resources and get to know others, and to know that there are others that are on the same journey as you and probably have the same questions or dilemmas. It's so comforting to have a program like this to kind of facilitate that learning and really help reinforce those ideas and strengths. So thank you.
So my name is Alaire. I'm doing my PhD on the mental health benefits of spending time in nature. So basically trying to figure out what it is in nature that contributes the most mental health benefits. So I think that this program will help me going forward from my program into the industry, basically by showing me what is in the industry. I think in academia we can get really focused on what is in the university setting. So I'm really excited to see what's beyond that, what's out there in different industries that might not necessarily be in the pure science field that I'm in, and just seeing, what's around and out there. So I think one of the aspects of this program that really stood out to me was our activity working around our strengths. So trying to figure out what exactly our strengths are. We took a test that sort of told us what our strengths are that we use, maybe ones that we don't use, and ones that we can improve on. I think you grow up and you have this idea of what your strengths are, but being told kind of what they actually are, what they could be, was really helpful. even in terms of tweaking it, thinking that I thought my strength was public speaking, but it's actually like storytelling. So that expands beyond public speaking. So I thought that was very helpful. I might not be public speaking well now, but in the past, that's been a strength. I think I would definitely recommend this program to future HDR candidates. I think it's been a really just interesting way to hear about so many other projects that I wouldn't normally hear about the different things that people are doing in their industries, in their studies and academics, and just as a resource that Griffith offers, that why wouldn't you take that opportunity?
Hi, my name is Ruby. I'm in my last year of PhD. So broadly, my research is on microbiology. I'm working on infectious diseases and immunity. I'm actually looking forward to an industrial role after I finish my PhD. We've had many sessions, like many workshops that has like careers and development, but we never had a session where you can actually have like a one-on-one with the prospective employers, like people from different industries, and like you look at the name of the industry and you feel like maybe this is not related. Because I'm from a health sector, there's only like very small organizations that I can work with, but there are like many other organizations that actually have health as one of the sectors that they work on. So this was like a really good opportunity to learn about that sectors. Like this is my final year of PhD, so I've learned like many skills, but I actually did not know how to highlight those skills. So this workshop has also given me like the insights of how I could translate my skills into different job sectors. So I think this is the most important takeaway for me. I would actually recommend this to my colleagues, especially those who are doing the health sector research, because we do not have, like we're so busy with like being in the lab 24/7, we do not get an opportunity to like talk to the industrial leaders. So this workshop has provided us that platform. So I would definitely recommend this workshop to my colleagues.
My name is Annie Yang. I'm from business school, especially in tourism and hospitality department. So I'm teaching, and my thesis focuses on regional tourism development. Specifically, the context is in Charleville, West Queensland. We kind of helping them because the only resources they have is out there is the yellow dirt, like nothing else. So they see the potential why tourism is so important, because my supervisor working on that for the past 8 years and 10 years, they say, oh, it's so good. We can see tourism really bring the benefit for the area. Can you guys come back and help us? So now I'm involving in the project, which was about 8.6 million, something like that there. So yeah, help them to build tourism infrastructure like the museum and Cosmo Center. So the reason that I attend this program, because I see for a few reasons. First is I have great friends called Lisa, Victoria Lister. She's the previous leader, and then she recommended me to it, and then I looked into it, and we have variety of leaders from different companies, very big company like Boeing, Microsoft, City Council, so EY and Westpac. So I think that's really good because it's my last year in my PhD, and I think the potential connection, because I don't think like after my graduation, potentially it will be good if I'm working in the tourism industry, but I will let my door open because you never know whether when you graduate, that's your area. And also it's very good because all the PhD students from different disciplines is here. So like I think, interdiscipline research or interdiscipline communication is really helpful. So I think this program is really awesome. I really love it, and I think it's very much beneficial, especially connecting the PhD candidate with the future industry, because we have been spending at least 3 years, 4 years. For me, it's like 8 years here, and the future employability, that's very important for us. And yeah, I think that's a great event. Thank you so much. Yeah. I would definitely recommend this program for the future HDR. The reason is, like, for me, before I meet the leaders, I already connect them in the LinkedIn, and one of them is from the Westpac, Annika, and she's like really cool and kind, and I think we can make this sort of connection, because you never know, maybe that's your future employability. Like I say, the beneficial things, connecting with different people, different discipline, and especially you seeing the people, like we inviting the leaders from different big company, and they are the director, they are the CEO. I think it's a really very nice opportunity to connect. It's worthwhile. Like we're so busy, I'm teaching three days a week, and then I just say, okay, I have to attend this. So it's really awesome.
My name is Minnat, and I'm working in Minnat SEMA, and I'm in a school of medicine and dentistry, and I'm working on the research related to environment, disaster, and its impact on mental health of the mothers and its intergeneration transmission in utero. So, and I have a background in economics and health economics, and I have been a mother of two. I have been running a consultancy firm back at home. I was also working in a hospital. I was also running a philanthropist organization for the youth development, and I was a housewife, homemaker. I think this program is awesome. It really opened up my mind. It made me see new opportunities for me to grow, for me to look things through different perspectives and on a bigger horizon, and also that I think that I see myself having more opportunity, which I believe I wasn't too sure of. But now I think, I do stand somewhere. I am, I'll be doing something substantial once I've done with my PhD. So hopefully I'll be doing something substantial. And I think this program has really opened up my mind a lot. So it's been very beneficial. I never thought that it'll be so interesting, so interactive, and such a learning process it would be. Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. Oh my God, I would say that if someone does not do this program, they are missing out their lifetime opportunity. I mean, this is something which they take them leaps and bounds and make them understand themselves, their strengths, their weaknesses, their hidden strengths, which they never came to know. I never knew that certain things, and when I was, I do have that. So I think if anyone doesn't come across this program, doesn't know about this program, that's really their hard luck. If they do come across this program and they don't take an opportunity to, so I think they are actually missing out something very very important in their life. So yeah, I think this is the program which can take them like maybe 2 years ahead of what they are right now, and missing them would make them stay where they are.
Hi, I'm Michael Williamson. I'm a PhD candidate at Griffith University. I'm in the Department of Tourism, Sport and Hotel Management, and I look at how the esports industry is undergoing some specific challenges, and I'm looking to understand what those challenges are and how they impact brand attributes and perceptions from a range of stakeholders, bringing that all the way through to how these industry challenges engage consumers. This program will help me prepare for future work in the industry by really nailing down how I can go about explaining my research in really simple terms, understanding how networking conversations happen and how to approach them in a really positive way.
My experience going through the Emerging Industry Leaders program has been really positive. It's been a really great way to engage with other PhD candidates throughout the different stages of the candidature, and understanding the different types of research going on at Griffith and how we can all sort of come together to understand how to engage with industry and how to make that jump between academia and what our research is, and how to explain that to industry partners in an engaging manner from like multiple different disciplines. Yeah, I mean, I definitely recommend the Emerging Industry Leaders program to other incoming HDRs. It's a really great experience to understand what industry engagement looks like and how that engagement happens at a personal level. Looking at sort of the academia industry now, it's really important to make sure that we're not keeping doors closed. We're making sure that we're engaging everywhere that we can to really put our best foot forward when we're leaving the HDR program, to make sure that we're going to be able to do something in the future that matters.